My name is Andrey Biletskiy. I'm creative director for World of Tanks PC. It means that I'm in control of everything design. This is not particularly the best update for me to talk about because it includes lots of tech solutions and very little design decisions. However, there are some work we were doing as well, so I will gladly help you guys. Prior to World of Tanks, prior to Wargaming, I was working in Canada for Warner Brothers, and before that for Ubisoft Montreal. Right now we have tried and tested 3 sizes, and players have seen all of them already. So size 1 is something we all got used to. It's a size of the map for standard battles, and the grand battle size that is roughly 3 to 4 times bigger than the standard battles. And then we also tested last year experimental mode called Frontline, if you remember, and it was 9 times bigger than standard battles map. So what we have found is there is a certain limit of the map size after which we have to change how game mode rules are working, because let's imagine on a map of, I don't know, 9 by 9 kilometers, 3 tank destroyers are all what have remained from 2 teams. And they're trying to on one team and one on the other team, and they're trying to locate and kill their opponent. One of them is very slow, and 2 of them are very stealthy and not very spotting. Not very good at spotting, so it's gonna be a big problem. So for bigger maps you need to introduce a very clear objectives on how to win. And this was one of the reasons why in that Frontline experiment we were asking people to destroy certain kind of HQs at the end of the map, because otherwise it becomes very hard, and we were like pushing all the teams through the map from the landing zone to the final standoff, because otherwise it becomes extremely uncomfortable for the people to fight. The smaller the teams became on a very big map, the less density of encounters will be there. So if you have noticed that Grand Battles map, they have some common solutions in design all the time. And these solutions lead to a point where with DAS, with reduced amount of tanks, the lines continue to stay roughly in the same position for a long while, because the places are set so it's beneficial to do that. And it also creates a situation when people see their enemies, they are not going to look, whoa, where is the next guy I'm supposed to fight is situated. They always see that next threat thing to shoot at. So that's why on the one side we created a technology that could allow us to build something very big, and on the other side there is no, so far as for today, there are no particular reasons to build something very big, because it not necessarily will make the game better. But we continue to explore. It's a tricky moment for us, because despite it's our own tech, it's something built in-house, we do not really know the full extent of what this thing could do for us. We will learn as we go. So I think we will come up with better and newer ideas. Before that, nobody, like for years, was not thinking, could we utilize, I don't know, maps that will be 20 or 30 square kilometers? Because there was no, we were unable to even build this one. Let's see what it will bring. So from what we can see right now, it's mainly, everything mainly is connected with visuals. So for example, we have a very limited capacity to animate objects, let's say. So imagine now, if you will add an antenna to a tank, that antenna should be either a very complicated physics object or should be an animated one, otherwise it looks dead and weird. Or something like, I don't know actually the English word for that, you know, behind the wheels, it's in a car, there is this piece of whatever that prevents dirt from flying everywhere. So tanks actually have these things too, because the problem is pretty common for every vehicle, especially off-road vehicle, right? So we were unable to do anything like that before, and we can provide lots of visual improvements to vehicles themselves. And at the same time, these visual improvements will have a very strong emotional impact, because what they actually do, they convey how the thing moves. It's not just beautiful pieces, it tells a lot of how heavy it is, how quick it is. Does it accelerate or decelerate, or what's going on and what's happening? This is something we know and understand right away, and as that with time we will unlock more and more and more things we never were even thinking before. Because what happened so far, we changed the underlying architecture, we bring it to modern standards for a client side, and it probably will allow us to do lots of cool stuff. Well, I wouldn't say 100% was written or something like that, but if you will, you should probably split three things. First one is what is architecture, so how the logic of engine works, and this one is massively redone. Yeah. Second one is a set of features. Some of the features, especially those connected with gameplay, were ported into a new system. Some of them are brand new. Then assets, like, I know, trees and barns and houses and cars and whatever else, and trams. So these are redone completely, like all of them. So it's a different levels of newness to the system itself. So I think at this moment we can say we're done with architecture for a long while, because this is not something that is being changed very often or frequently. For the features, we are going to work a lot on expanding that part, on upgrading and replacing and adding. And for the assets, obviously, with every new map, every new environment, there will be more assets, more stuff to see.